Greetings, fellow cruisers. This is Jeff from Enjoy Life Traveling. On the last video, I had brought up the CLIA, and this is a governing body over the cruise ship casinos and how things work. This is how things are ran, and I've actually just pulled up the website in front of me, and I wanted to read exactly what all the cruise lines follow, and there's very little leeway from this because this is a group body sort of an effort, so to speak. So here we go. Gambling. CLIA members have adopted a policy that all equipment purchased and installed on cruise vessels will meet the regulatory standards of the Nevada Gaming Control Board or other licensed jurisdictions for payback and internal software. Rules of play. The policy is that each line will provide a gaming guide setting forth the rules of play of their casino, and that these rules of play shall generally follow those established for casinos in Nevada, New Jersey, or England to comply with CLIA policy. These house rules must be made available in every casino. Each member is to post at every gaming table minimum and maximum betting limits for each game. Only adults are allowed to play slots or tables. CLIA member-approved policy is that all shipboard gaming operations be inspected by each member through its internal audit department on a regular basis not to exceed 12 months. Further, all casinos are directed by the policy to have detailed internal control procedures concerning the cash and coin count, casino cage procedures, and other processes similar to licensed jurisdictions. To comply with the policy that each line must employ some form of surveillance to assure operations are fair and equitable for all parties. The policy states that each line should separate the operation of the casino from the financial aspects of the casino as clearly as possible, including specific duties for cashiers and table gaming staff. Customer service. CLIA policy is that onboard casino operations are the overall responsibility of the hotel manager or director or similar individuals charged with ensuring the highest level of conduct for casino staff. In case of a gaming dispute, any passenger who feels that he or she has an issue that cannot be resolved by the casino manager should be able to bring it up to the hotel manager, and CLIA members have agreed that every effort should be made to resolve the problem. If the issue is not resolved on board the vessel, the policy is that each ship have at the casino cage a current list of contact information for their home office or casino operator where the passenger can pursue their dispute. CLIA policy is that cruise vessels have onboard comment cards for the inclusion of any comment, concern, or means to improve the gambling system on board the vessel. Gambling is strictly for the enjoyment of the passengers who choose to avail themselves to this form of entertainment. Inspection provisions applies to shipboard gambling operations as a whole as opposed to individual ships. And then there's anti-corruption policies. CLIA members are committed to the ethical business conduct in compliance with all applicable laws. Members may be subject to certain local, national, or international anti-corruption laws, including the U.S. Foreign Corrupt Practice Act and the UK Bribery Act 2010. Violations could result in significant financial penalties, even imprisonment. To enhance compliance with such laws, members need to commit themselves to any corruption principles set forth. Prohibit bribery and corruption. Prohibit the offering, giving, or accepting of bribes, including payments, favors of anything of value to government officials or others to induce them to engage in improper or unlawful conduct or to improperly secure business or business advantage. Promote a culture where the board, senior management, all employees, and the entire organization are committed to honesty, integrity, and preventing bribery. Facilitation of payment. Payments in cash and kind, liquor, cigarettes, etc. to government officials or others in position of authority, customs, immigration, port or canal officials, pilots, etc., intended to facilitate or expedite the performance of routine government actions, as example, clearing customs, processing visas, assigning berths, etc., are prohibited unless expressly permitted or required by written local law. Payments of these government agencies for legally required administrative services or officially recognized fast-track process is permitted. Hospitality. Ensure the hospitality, airfare, lodging, meals, etc., gifts, entertainment, and promotion expenditures provided to the government officials or others when permissible are offered in good faith for legitimate business purposes. As example, establishing cordial relationships, promoting goodwill, demonstrating or explaining products or services, and are transparent, proportionate, and reasonable. Associate with ethical employees and business partners. Endeavor to associate with the employees and business partners, as example, agents, brokers, suppliers, subcontractors, etc., who are ethically and do not engage in bribery. Strive to prevent bribery and corruption by employees, business partners, and other performing services on behalf of the member. Impose appropriate discipline and consequences for a violation of relevant policies and procedures. Adopt policies and procedures. Adopt, implement, and enforce appropriate policies and procedures to prevent bribery and corruption. Educate officers, employees, and business partners on such policies and procedures through appropriate communication and/or training. Periodically review and improve such policies and procedures as necessary. Collaborate with governments, business partners, and relevant international organizations to support members' effort to prevent, detect, and combat corruption. So if you're interested in things like this covers a whole lot more than just the gambling end of it. I just want to kind of cover the gambling piece of it and the corruption that would follow there. This is available on the CLIA website along with all the different safety protocols that they have to go through. It's quite extensive, and this is again agreed upon with all of the major cruise lines to follow these policies. So when you are gambling and you're wondering if the casinos manipulating things in an unfair way, they have to follow these procedures. It's going to be a huge deal if they don't, because they can be fined. And the people that if a casino host decided to try to do something corrupt, I mean, they are possibility of going to jail. And again, the manufacturers don't make it to where there's just these wholesale changes that can be done to corrupt the machines. So when you are sitting down in a casino, really whether it's on land or on a cruise ship, know that there are laws that are there to protect you, and that if you are feeling like you are having a bad time or that you're losing more, it's that the machines that they're going to have in these smaller casinos are going to be the more flashy machines that are generally more volatility involved, and it's going to be harder to win. You're going to hear those guys that are screaming because they won, but you're going to have a whole lot more people that lost on those high volatility machines, so that one person can win. I hope you found this video helpful and informative. I didn't know what the interest would be with something along these lines, but I see a lot of the questions and the conspiracy theories of what a casino could do, because electronics are involved and things can be manipulated. But there are precautions that are out there, and these cruise lines cannot ruin their reputation and miss the boat on confidence of the cruisers and all the people that are playing all that money in the casino. So again, casinos make a lot of money. They can't afford to risk it to try to cheat and corrupt and things like that. So do not worry about that. Go out, have a good time gambling, gamble responsibly, and we'll see you in the next video.